Okay. Good morning, all the students. Shall we start or we should wait? The time is there. Students.
Good morning, sir.
So wait for another minute. At 8 a.m. you can start.
Okay. Still many students have not joined. Only 20 are there. So let's discuss about particular aspects related to the sessions till students will join. Students, are you understanding the way we are going? Is it fine or some suggestions are there? Anything you want to say? Good to see Ria. Other students?
Perfectly fine.
Good morning, sir.
Yes. Vidyarthi?
Yes, sir, it's completely fine.
Okay, good. Good. So students, whomever it is possible, please start your web cameras and be online. Any suggestions, students? Anything you want? Any modifications in the delivery mode or the methodology which you are adopting? Are you comfortable with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Hope you are doing the exercises and practice also.
Yes, sir.
But I'm getting only one or two responses. What about the others?
Sir, I have a thing to say.
Yes,
Uh,
Mala.
Sir, can you just like whatever you're teaching is understandable, but if you could provide us with kind of notes or something where it mentions that why that thing is done in order to understand it in a much better manner. Like that's just a request. If it's
Understood.
possible, then yeah.
Understood. Now, Madhuri, see, it's quite difficult to have the documentation of that. Now, because what happens, if you go with the documentation, theory part is going to be, sorry, it is as a theory kind of thing. And when you go with the practical aspect, you will miss up that. Now, to prepare both of these things step by step, I need to take every snap of every step. Then it is quite difficult while doing exercises and following that. But I would suggest one, what we can say, that solution over this problem what you are facing or for students also. These lectures which you are attending, those are accessible to your, what we can say that, login ID within the Meet only. So you can access that and see whenever you are doing the exercises. Now, during class, I can understand because you can't write up all those things because simultaneously you are doing the exercises. But what I would suggest, when you will get a time, maybe after the examination or whenever you find comfortable, then you should go through these lectures and step by step, whatever the exercise you have done through that Excel sheet or on that Excel sheet, you need to mention what has to be done, how it has to be done, the step by step, only as a note kind of thing, so that you can understand when you, and that should be, keep it as a reference. Don't, what we can say that, change those sheets afterwards, because whenever you are facing problems, you can consider it as a reference point, and then other things you need to be continue, enhancement kind of skill. So that is what one suggestion. So will it be fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So do that, because what happens, we are loaded heavily. So it is again, if you are preparing notes kind of thing, it will take much time because we have to prepare it separately. Or otherwise, one more thing, you know that on net you can search up that a step-by-step approach to a specific. You may be getting various books on that also. They'll be explaining step-by-step procedures. You know that on macros only you'll be getting 1,000 and more pages of book on macros only. That is Visual Basic macros. So you can understand it's very vast. Got it clear, Madhuri?
Yes, sir.
So that is one thing. You are because of this pandemic situations and this online mode, you will get benefited because the lectures once conducted is accessible to you continuously through your login ID since at least a semester, right?
Yes, sir. Right.
So that benefit you are having, you can approach that. So now, students, shall we proceed? Already 4 minutes has we have gone through with the starting of session, right? What happens, students? Are you there or not? Just to join?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Good,
Yes,
Abhishek. Good.
Yes, sir.
Good. So I'm saying only two faces. What about the others? Come forward, students. Start with web cameras. Okay. So now, what are the things which were discussed during last class? Can you just communicate all of us, and with that we'll move forward then, where we left the discussion. So who will communicate the things which were discussed during last class?
Sir, in the last class, we discussed about the remaining functions, like rank function was there, the random function, and also RN between function. At the end, we also discussed about various text functions like char or I
Okay.
guess trim also.
Okay, fine. So I'm sharing my screen here, and with that, what we'll do, we'll going to understand further aspect. Hope my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these all functions we have discussed. This if statements also how multiple if and this ranking which we need to be applied, the random between the statistical, mathematical. This is the various kinds of functions and how we are going to be access those functions. So here, one more thing I wanted to show here on formula bar. Is it visible, students?
Yes, sir.
On a formula
Yes, sir.
tab, you can say, on formula menu, you can say. You'll be having a different category of functions. So the if is a logical function which you are discussed. The financial, as we are having the standard deviation, correlation, financial, mathematical. If you are talking about that, this sum, round, product, these are the mathematical functions. And some other functions like random, between, rank generations. So these are the various functions which you are discussed. So similarly, we need to understand the text functions also. But apart from that, it is having some track precedency, track dependency, and some watch windows also. How these functions are working. So you can just go through that. It will show where this formula depends on which cell. If I put up that, sorry. If I put up that, we'll came to know that. So the cell is being referred for this formula. And if I wanted to see that the track precedency, so for this, who are the preceding cells for this functions and formula? These kinds of things we can check it. That's one for as an additional information. You can go through that. After that, I think we have discussed the string functions and proper upper lower length functions. Did we discuss text functions?
Yes, sir.
And the length function is there, that is len length, which is going to return the number of characters the set is consisting of. It is in integer. The value which is returned is in integer. Number of characters, that specific word or specific string is consisting, that integer it is returning, that function. After that, we need to understand this. Did we discuss about that? Left, right, mid, concatenate functions?
No, sir.
No issue. We'll discuss that. Now here we are having these functions. See, already I told that what are the applications of this. Earlier, we were supposed to extract the data in Excel from the databases like Access and some other external databases. And when we are extracting or when we extracted the data, we need to go with the data cleansing, data filtering, or some primary operations. So I hope you are aware about the data cleansing and filtering and clearing the data. Students, do you know?
So please explain once again so that those who don't know might be able to understand better.
Okay, fine, no issue.
Yes, sir.
Okay, no issue. So the thing is that, after availing a specific service through your mobile apps, you are going to give or you are giving the reviews. Like suppose you avail the service of Ola, Uber, or some automobile servicing, or we can say that some food, if you order from a specific restaurant through the Swiggy, through the Zomato, or like such, or if you purchase particular thing from the online market, or we can say that the Amazon or Flipkart like website. So you are giving the feedback for that, right? So that feedback is recorded. So like you, all customers or majority of the customers are giving feedbacks. So the feedback is not is in a structured format. What the reviews you are giving. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So suppose I will a specific service. Now I know that at a standard through which the service needs to be availed. So the quality aspect, please understand what and how it is being done. And now I avail that service where by looking after the city, the service is very good. But from where I came and I am availing that service, there I'll feel that the service is okay. Now satisfactory, very good and okay. Got it clear? Sometimes you'll give that the service is okay. So it means it is not that much bad, that much good. Am I right? It's average. Average is like okay, or but we can say that sometimes average is not as an okay. It's as an okay. Okay means as an poor again. Got it clear? So I wanted to sort such data, filter such data from the reviews, and apply some, like I'm going to carry out my research or I'm doing research. Now, what reviews from Zomato that specific restaurant has got, or from a Swiggy that specific restaurant has got, I wanted to do analysis of that. And based on that, who has given or which customer has given highest rating. Now, why they have given highest rating for that, I need to analyze, and accordingly, I need to look for that enhancement into the service if any loophole is there. I hope you are understanding, student.
Yes, sir. We are understanding.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. So now, please see where I am extracting these reviews, the data. Now, the data is not in structured format. Like you are giving the reviews like on the scale of 1 to 5. 5 is as an excellent and 1 is very poor. So I can see it is everyone has to be given within that format, either 1 or 5 or in between that. But when I am writing my reviews in words, I'll be open to words. So from there I need to extract. So for extracting purpose, now the tools are there. But earlier when I was extracting the data from a database in Excel, so to streamline, to arrange it properly, that is called as cleansing. Unwanted things I need to be removed. That is nothing but the data cleansing, some primary kind of operation, so that my data should be ready for analysis purpose, for applying certain techniques on that, and then I will go with the further analysis. Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And that's the reason these text functions were there early. Now still it is there, but because of this is the era of fast efficient processing or fast processing or efficient processing, so we are using always tools. So these functions are really being used because you know that you are using this R as a statistical analysis programming language. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
You are using SAS, you are using SPSS, you are using the Tableau, you are using the Power BI. So why can't we need to go and use this Excel then? So Excel has its own, what we can say that, standalone features. So that we have discussed at the starting, but now it's being a feature, we're discussing that. That's these text functions. Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So now we're going to understand how this left function will work. I'm going to give that left function, and within that, I need to enter the text. Now there are two texts. In C column, 18 row consisting of a tutorial, and in D column, 18 row consisting of MBA IBS. I hope it is visible.
Yes, sir.
So now I'm going to be use this, or suppose I'll take this other of consisting of that, and I'm going to be display only 3 characters, first 3 characters, starting from left. So it should be, got it clear?
No, sir. Can you explain once again?
It's a simple. Now here we can see that whatever the text, left is taking 2 arguments, this E18. So what is this E18? E18 is this text. Now within this text, what I'm doing from left side, this is the left side, this is the left side, right? From
So,
the
but MBA IBS is D18, I guess, not E18. E18 is blank.
E18, oh sorry, it has as
Yes,
copy
sir.
pasted. The
Yes,
formula is copy pasted, that's why it has come. D18, right? So there it has taken, because this is the problem of, no, it is D18, so it is a problem of copy paste. I didn't recognize that. Okay, fine. So now here, if you're going for this, if I enter, now see, within this cell, we are having this text. So I wanted to extract 3 characters from left side. So this is the left side, 1, 2, 3. So it will extract those 3 characters. Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
The
Yes,
same way from right, I wanted to extract the characters. 3 characters will extract from right side. So it will be, now from this side we are extracting 3 characters. Got it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now what we'll do, like such left and right, we are having the mid also. So mid is what? It is taking arguments, the text which I need to be give. Now this is the text I am giving. Now starting number. Now what is the starting number? It is showing me that which characters I wanted to extract from middle of the text. Now that I need to communicate to the Excel. So I need to communicate capital T. The first tutorial capital T is the first letter, U is the second, and another small t is a third letter. Like that sequence is done. So what I do, starting from the small t, that is letter third. Are you getting, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next 4 characters I will be extracting at a middle name. So what it will do, starting from first T of tutorial, the third character, it will start to extract. And from there it will count next 4 characters. So small t is the first, O is the second, R is the third, and I is the 4th character. So this is what number of characters I want to extract, starting from which position. Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
From
sir.
provided text. So it will give me the TORI, these 4 characters. Fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now concatenation is another function. The function is that which is combining 2 different strings as one string. Now how to apply that? Concatenation, this is older function. So we need to go with that. The first set of string I need to enter, comma. The second string I need to be entered. So now I need to close parenthesis and see what is the result of that. So tutorial MBA, it has not given any space in between because it is clubbing up these 2, what we can say that, strings. Suppose I wanted to give a space in between. In double quotation, I need to provide number of spaces or white spaces it has been called as. How much I wanted to give. So 2 spaces I will give, and then I'll close the double quotation and then comma and enter. Now you can see the 2 spaces is been incorporated, is been given within the 2 different strings, that is tutorial and MBA IBS. Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, suppose I wanted to
Yes,
give
sir.
a forward slash. I can give that also. So it will be, now this forward slash, immediately it has followed with a double quotation. If I give space in between, again you can see the spaces there. After tutorial, 1 space, then forward slash, then 1 space, then MBA. That way you can incorporate other characters also. Fine?
Yes,
sir.
Good. Now these are the another functions which we are having, which are going to be applied on the text. These are selected. There are many such, but we are going to look for that how it functions. What is this? So now we're going to apply the find function. What it will do? It will return the particular position of a letter in the string. Now what I'm finding a position of M letter in a string. So find in a memory that is located in C26 cell, I need to find the position of M later. So at what position the M is there? I need to be, sorry. And done test. Find. Okay, the test. Okay, so within test, what am I supposed to find? That I need to give double quote, and then I need to close it. Right? It's giving this.
Sir, I guess in find we need to select the letter first and then the cell. I guess
Sir,
we need
we
to
have
select
to
the
select the
position.
start number as well.
Yeah.
Start number. Yeah.
That's how we need to go.
Yes, sir.
Start number is as an optional. We need to give it as an, okay. So we need to give the first. Okay, it is applied here. I have shown to other sections. Okay, fine, it is there. See, the letter which we need to be searched, that we need to give as an first. Sorry, find. Within that, now the find text. I directly jump to this within text. Find text. What am I supposed to find? That I need to give that, right? This is a find text, and within text, which text I need to find within this text. So this is what M is going to be show me that. This is the third position. Now, what if I give it as a capital M rather of having a small m? So it is a case sensitive, right?
Yes.
Small m is treated as a different from the capital M. Same way we need to be search for the search is another function we are having, which are going to be applied. Now let's see what is happening with this search. With the search function, again, what text we need to be find up, we need to give that. So again, we'll find M. We'll give M within a text. This one, within this string or C26 string, and let's search. So now see, I have given here as a small m, but it is showing its position as a first. So it is a case insensitive. Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
See here, I'll be copy pasting this. C26. Now see, I have given here search small m, but it is showing me its position as a first. Why? Because this capital M will be treated as a like M only, not as a separate one. Fine. But here in a find, it has treated as a. Now see here, I have given capital, it is showing me that capital. But if I go with the small m, it will treat it as a separate case. This is a case sensitive. Find is a case sensitive, while search is a case insensitive. Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now another two functions we need to be used, find and replace. Now here we are having this control if I do find and replace. A specific word, specific set, we are going to be find and replace the same way within a text which we are cleaning or which we are applying certain, what we can say that, preparing the data for certain analysis purpose. There we can have these functions to be applied and find and replace. Now that is a utility tool provided. Earlier, these functions were there, and with the functions you can go with that. Now here, how we are going to be apply replace? So see here, if I put up the replace, it is going to ask me that first of all, in which text what I want to replace. So within this text, I'm going to replace from now. Please understand, students. Rather of giving here the specific text to replace, I need to give the position of the text what I want to replace. I hope you are understanding.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So start number means from which string letter number. Means Mumbai is of how much length string? It is 6 length string, right? Starting from capital M as on a first position, U as on a second position, and small m as a third position. So what I'm doing here, within the C26 Mumbai test, starting from that U, that is the second position, I'll be replacing next two letters, that is U and M. With what I need to be replaced? I need to be replaced with triple E. This is what exactly I gave. Got it clear?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
can you explain this two, how it came?
Just now I explained these things. Once I will say, this 2 is nothing but the starting letter within the string from where I wanted to start replacement. So now I'm replacing U, and how many characters I need to replace? The U position is 2, and suppose I'll be replacing next 3 characters. Now I'll be replacing U, M, B. Right? Students,
Yes, sir.
starting from this U letter, I'll be replacing next 3 characters. Now this second is the position of that U character within the string. So starting, rather of giving me direct value of U or M to be replaced, I need to give, it is taking argument as an integer. Now within the string, second character and third character and fourth character I need to replace. So 3 characters starting from second position I wanted to replace. With what letter I need to replace? That set I need to give. Now 4 I'll give. Right? Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now I'll press enter, you can see my. So this U, that is second position, third position, sorry, starting from second, 3 letters. Now the second position is U, this is the first letter, M is the second, and B is the third character. All this has to be replaced with 4A. Now it will becomes M, that comes as a 4A, then 5th A and I. So it comes as a my. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So within a specific string, if I wanted to replace particular character set of things, that I can do is a common operation, rather of going and separately replacing these things. Same way we're having a substitute function. So again, you can understand. Now in replace, we need to give the positions. But in substitute, we need to give the exact value what we need to be replaced. Within this test, what I'm doing, I'm replacing the small m. I'm replacing small m character with the specific set of character. Now I'll be replacing it with WR. Got it clear? Sorry. In substitute, rather of giving me the number of the character and what is the position of character starting from there, I need to replace those characters with what string. But here in substitute, I need to give direct what character I need to be replaced with what character set. Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So now you can see it will going to be changed this, sorry, double quotation. It has automatically corrected. Got it clear? Double quotations I didn't close. Now it has taken, it has automatically, auto correction is there. That is called as tolerance. Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now with errors, if I make, Excel automatically consider those and automatically correct it. That is what the tolerance, auto correct options you may be knowing for these words. While typing your text messages, automatic corrections will be taken place like that. So these are the few text functions. So here, what is that? We are having one particular assignment. Now, what is that particular assignment? I'm going to give that. So here, now we can see the set of character is being given. This is assignment to you, students. Now, what you are supposed to do? You are supposed to club up all these here. I'll give a simple example like concatenate. Concatenate. what I need to concatenate this text, then make it as an and add this text. What is happening? Okay, this text. Wait, students. Concatenate. I'll sum up all these text 1, text 2, and text 3, right? And in between, what I'll do, I'll give a space. So space, white space, if I'm giving, I need to give it in double quotation, then comma, then I need to give it as a double quotation and then comma. And now you can see this is how it will appear. Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And now here I have applied the formula automatically text. Now I wanted to separate again these things. So from left side 4 characters I am extracting, and this course I need to be separate. So how are we going to do that? So from right side I need to be, or from left side, now see here, I need to be do with the mid of how many characters by starting from the 6th character, or starting from that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Starting from this MBA 6th character, I need to extract 3 characters afterwards. Now see here, in N4, starting from 6th character is M. First 4 letters are number, then 1 space is there, that is 5th character, 6th character is M, and from there I need to extract 3 characters, MBA, that is the course I will be getting. Got it clear? Similarly, if I wanted to extract the name, how am I going to do that? So here I need to find it out the name. How I need to extract that name? Now for the purpose, what I'll be doing, can anyone guess? Students? Anyone?
So right function.
Right, we can use right function, right? Then within a right, what we need to do, so from right, now see, for this text, within this text, what we are supposed to do, we have to extract. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So 9 characters are there. So what I'll do, I'll find out the length of this and I'll subtract 9 characters from that length. Got it clear? Length,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
length of the this minus 9. So length is going to return me the integer value, and apart from the notion. Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this way you can do for all others. This is one assignment. Fine. A simple example, in the examination, these kinds of questions may ask based on this. Whatever functions we are taking, it will come there, right? Students, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So now we'll go and find out the date functions. Now here you can see the date function. Now while applying these date functions, you know that it is reach with the Excel is rich with the date functions, date and time. So now here we're going to be apply these functions and how it will work, that I'll demonstrate. Please concentrate. Now see, simply we're having today is a function. Now what is today function? Suppose you have created invoice. You know that, students? If I created an invoice, then the date what is appearing on that invoice is a static one, right? If once I created the invoice, it should become as a static. But when next time I'm creating the invoice, new invoice, whenever I'm creating, it should generate the date what current date is having. So there I can use today function. Got it clear? Now if I apply that today function, it will return me the current value what system is having. It will return the system value. So current date, today's date is 25/8/2021. If some students are not getting this, from here date functions you can get into the properties. Students, please understand and change the formatting in this, whichever you want. If something else it is showing, because it will date function is quite complicated, it is going to be consist of sometimes 1400 value, because it is as like consisting of days and dates, and by looking after the 1900. So these are the some complications. So the formatting you need to be applied there with appropriate date, time, what you want to be. Got it clear? Then automatically it will correct. Students, are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How many of students are doing exercises? Can you put up in the chat box quickly? I wanted to see that. How many students are doing the exercises? Put up in the chat box quickly. Okay, that's all. What about the others? Out of 60 plus students, hardly will be getting 10 responses. Not that also, right? What about the other students? Are you there or not? Just relaxing.
No, sir, we are here.
Did you give the response then? Gaurav? Do the exercises, follow me.
Yes, sir, I'm doing
It
it.
will benefit you. Okay. Like today we are having the now function. It will return time also with a date. Now is the same thing. We are not supposed to give any kind of argument. It's empty parenthesis we need to be provided, followed by the function. Like by function we have discussed, empty parenthesis. The same way we need to be entered here after today. It will return the current date. If I enter the now, it will return the current date and time with the time also. So are you getting? Now 8:37 on 25th 8/2021. Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now same way, certain times what happens, whatever the date I have entered, I'm not sure, because somewhere I'm saying that a particular thing within Excel sheet, what data I'll be getting under the date column, I'll be getting these kinds of values, or this is the value. I don't know exactly whether this 7 is a month or date. So there, to extract that, I need to apply the day function. If I apply the day function there, let me check. If I apply this day function, then it will return which is the date amongst this function. The 7th is a date and 8th is a month. Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now see here, I'll be applying that. Same way I can extract the, same way I can extract the month. Now I wanted to extract a month, then I need to give that month. Now if I apply that, you'll see. End of month is also there. Let me check up with that. This end of month. It will return the last date of the month. So what is the last date of the month? Whether it is the 31st. Sorry. Okay, starting date, and then I need to give the months. Let me check. Now it is again. Let me check up with that particular format. Will return the file. What is that? After 8 years. Now I need to check it up. I'll let you know. I'll come to this. Fine, students. So that is not a part of our discussion. But let me check up with that because I applied that. Currently I'm getting. Anyone is having idea about that? Students? Okay, no issue. I'll be clearing. No issue. Fine.
Okay, sir.
So now day, month, and year. Now here, if I wanted to extract the year also, so how do I going to do that? In here, the same way, I have extracted the month and day. I'll need to be go and extract the here I have extracted the day, here I have extracted the month, and in the next cell I have extracted the year also. So now here, what I will do at last column, I need to be apply the date function there. Now how the date function will work? DATE. The date function, if I do, now it is taking argument as a year. So this argument I will provide separated by month, separated by day. So you can see it is going to return me the date. So here we are having the date, the today and the date. So date, year, month, day, now and today. These are the date functions we have discussed with this and how it will work. Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So now what happens certain times, if you are having a particular date and you wanted to add 5 days or subtract 5 days or particular days, you want to add or subtract from that date, and you wanted to know what exactly the date will be there after the subtraction and addition of the particular date, right? So we are going to do this function here. Now we'll add today's date. Today's date. Hope you are following, students.
Yes, sir.
So now here what we'll
Yes,
do?
sir.
What we'll do? We'll add this plus 5. You can see what is going to happen. Got it clear? I have entered here today's date and date plus 5. Like such, date plus we can have 10. After 10 days or after 15 days, what would be the date that I wanted to know? That I can do. Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Same way, what was the date before 20 days? If I wanted to know, then subtract 20 days from this and I'll get no 5 subtracted. Now I can see 20 days I'll subtract. I'll see that what was the date. It was 5th August 2021. It was consisting of the September. Now it has taken this one. That's the reason, right? So rather of this T20, if I'll take, okay, sorry, it's D20 minus 20 days. Is it giving correct? Okay, let me check up with the 2 days. Right, it is giving correct. If I subtract with 2, okay, fine, it is giving correct date, right? So 25 minus 2 is 23, 20 plus 2 is 27. So same way after 20 days, it will be 14th September and before 20 days, it was 5th August. Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Students, are you doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now same way, we need to, now we have subtracted the date and day from the date. The same way, suppose I wanted to apply the function or some operations on the month. Now I have subtracted the days, but similarly, if I wanted to subtract the month and I wanted to check what would be the effect of that. So for that purpose, I am having eDate function. eDate. eDate function is the within that starting date I need to provide, and after that starting date I need to enter the months. How many months I wanted to be incorporate as a addition. So now when I'll add 5 in current date, then after 5 months, what is the date that is going to be returned? Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
The same way, if I'll subtract, I go with e-date and I'll see that starting date and how many months I wanted to be subtract, or what are the months. So I need to enter that value. So now here, if I enter this, the formatting issue came, so I need to be apply that, and you can see before 5 months. So what I did, I applied the same format, date format, it was showing me. So end of date is going to give me the value, sorry, end of month. I need to be enter the starting date, and after 2 months, what would be the ending date of that month? It is going to return me this value. So let me apply this and see what is that. It is after 2 months from today's date, the like August, September. So October will be there, and last date of that October is 31st October. Got it here? End of date. The October is of 31st days. So last date it will return. End of month. Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is about the day addition, day subtraction. Similarly, we are having the year subtractions also. But here the thing is that the same function we have to use. Which function? The e-date function. But while entering that e-date function, we need to convert the years into month. Now here, earlier what we gave e-date, within that starting date is this, and now I wanted to check after 5 years. After 5 months, if I gave it here 5 only, this 5, it will return that after 5 months what would be the date. But now, rather of having 5 months, what I do, what would be the date after 5 years? So that month I need to be prepared. The year I need to be prepared according to the month. So what I'm doing for 5 years, I have to be multiplied with the 12 months. So the total months it is going to be considered, and accordingly it will return the date after 5 years. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
The same way I can do it for as an end of date, e-date, starting date, and now I need to be enter here minus 5 multiplied by 12. So before 5 years, what was the date? It is returning that. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So these are all about the date and time functions. Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, we're having the different some other date functions here. Can you see this sheet?
Yes, sir. But can you please zoom in a bit?
Okay, sure. Fine.
Yes, sir. No, it's fine.
This you can use as an assignment. Just now I explained that day, month, year. You can extract it and display it here. Now see here. Starting date is.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So I'm getting a numeric value instead of a date.
I demonstrated that. Change the formats.
Okay, sir.
How to change? Before only I explained. Get down to that field. Come here.
Yes, sir.
Number, date function, and change this format. Any date time format you can change accordingly. In my case, it is day, month, and 4 digits
Okay,
of
sir, I
years.
did it. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Earlier only I communicated that thing. Fine. Okay, so now, is it visible, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, see here what I'm doing. These are the three functions I'm going to demonstrate and how it will work. This is again important part. Now the start function is the start date. I need to give something, and end date I need to give something. So I've given these 2 dates. Now what I wanted to find out, in between the starting and ending date, how many working days were there that I need to be put up. So for the purpose, I need to have a special function, that is net working days, which is applied it here, net work days. Net work days. Now see here, this is what the function I need to apply. It takes 2 arguments, starting date and end date. And holiday list is as an optional. If I don't give, it will find out automatically. So here we'll go. Within this starting and ending dates, there are 262 days, working days are there, by considering the standard holidays. Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, same way, suppose I wanted to give separate holidays. What some companies or some organizations are having separate list of holidays, including Sundays. So now net working days it has calculated as per standard. Already I told that the Sunday have not considered. By excluding Sundays, how many working days are within the starting and ending period it has given. Suppose the organization has declared 2 holidays, these 2 holidays, or we can consider 4 holidays, but between these dates these 2 holidays are there. So I wanted to incorporate that and need to be find out how many net working days are there. Net working days. So if I apply that, I need to give the starting date, I need to give ending date, and I need to incorporate this list of holidays. Right?
Yes, sir.
So now let me check up. So 2 days has again reduced from net working days. Previously it was showing 262. Now these 2 holidays has incorporated and those working days were reduced to 260. Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Same way, now we're having the another function net work days with international. Now what is this? This function. It is again taking starting date, ending date, but now here as soon as I gave comma, it will display certain options. So now see, as per international regulation, somewhere Saturday, Sunday, somewhere Sunday, Monday, somewhere Friday, Saturday, somewhere Sunday only, somewhere Monday only, somewhere Tuesday only, somewhere Wednesday only. These are the different holidays. So by considering those, what are the working days I need to be calculating between that? Suppose I'll consider only Sunday it as the, so I'll consider Sunday, Saturday and Sunday is a holiday. So what are the working days? So it will calculate. So Saturday, Sunday it has considered. Now I'll consider it as an only Sunday. And now let me check. 318. So total 314 working days are there where we're having only Sunday as a holiday. Got it clear?
Can you please explain again, sir, this one? 11 last.
Now see, the list is there. 1 is Saturday, 2 is Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, 2 is Sunday, Monday, 3 is Monday, Tuesday, 4th is Tuesday, Wednesday. So 11 is only Sunday, Sunday only. So that 11. Got it clear?
Okay, sir.
Starting date, ending date. And what is the international holiday standards? Either having Sunday, Monday, Saturday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday, or Sunday only, Monday only, Tuesday only, like that. Now predefined set as per whatever the standards followed throughout the world. Got it clear? Students,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
now we need to find out another function. Now the function is that several times what happens, you need to calculate your age based on the date of birth and current date. So here I have brought this particular set of functions. I hope it is visible.
Yes, sir.
It's visible.
So now here we need to find out the total years, if I enter a specific date of birth and current date, so how many we can say that the years actually is there, how many months actually are there, and how many we can say that the total days are there. Got it clear? So the dated if function is there for the purpose. We're going to apply that dated if function with year, month, and we can say that the days. So let me give that. I hope you have understood this. The birth date and current date. Now we're having the dated if function is there. Let me check. Give me a second, students. Now this function, okay, equal to dated if function, where I need to, this is what the dated if function, it will going to give me the help on that. If it will be not getting that, it will get, right? It. So what type of arguments, how are we going to give that? Because that function is a separate function, so I'm going to use that. So how I need to be? So once I'll click on the help, I'll be getting help. So hope you are visualizing this. Are you getting this help? What I'm calling down? So now here, what I need to be enter, I need to enter the starting date, current date, and now within a year I want the output. So I need to give y. So as our arguments you can see here, right? So now check whether it is giving right 31 years. Fine? Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
So see here the arguments and syntax, how we're going to be used that. The start date, end date, and unit. Y is for the number of completed years, M is for the number of completed months, D is for the number of days. Got it clear? So I'm going to be use the same function here, but now, sorry. Now what I'll do, I can use here the absolute, rather of utilizing the relative reference, absolute reference I can use. And now in place of y, see here, y is year it was written. Now to return the month, how many months actually there, if I wanted to count my age in month. So I need to enter M, right? I'll be getting number of months between these two dates, number of years between these two dates.
Yes.
Are you getting, students? The same way, suppose I wanted to find it in days. Wait, I'll make it as an absolute reference and then I'll copy. And now, rather of months, for days, I need to enter D, right? So I'll enter the D. And you can see number of days. Now, if you wanted to count your age in years, count your age in month, or count your age in days. So between these two dates, 1/1/1990 to 25/8/2021, how many years are there? It has counted in days, it has counted in months, and it has counted it in years. The same function will, now this is you know that certain times what happens, now I don't require this. You have to require your age in the form of like number of years, months, and days, right? Now as of today, if your date of birth is, suppose what we'll do, we'll enter here current date, and now if your date of birth is this, now I wanted to count how many years, how many months, and how many days today I have completed. That I need to check it back. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So for the purpose, the same function I'll be using. So I'll take this. Now, what arguments am I supposed to the same? This is for the years. So I need to be uses here year. It'll give me the 31 years. But now, in a month, now please see here. It is going to give me that the difference between, now see, YM, the difference between the month in start date and end date. So now I wanted to give that difference also. So the difference in year is given. So I wanted to give the difference in month also. Sorry. So difference in month. So for the purpose, I need to give that YM. So you can see the number of months I have completed today. 31 years. How many months? So 7 months. Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
And the same way, I wanted to look after how many days I have completed today. So for the purpose, the same way I need to be, rather of giving YM, so this YD I need to do that, YD. So year-day difference, it is going to give me that. So 236 days. So now it is, after 365, I'll be completing 32 years. That's what exactly difference you can calculate. Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is about your various functions. Now let me quickly take you through the, I'll close this and I'll take you quickly through the other Excel utility or other Excel tool, that is, let me start that. Advanced filter we'll discuss. We'll talk about that advanced filter, and in coming class we'll discuss about the charts and the various kinds of charts, right? So now let me give this advanced filter. So now, is my screen visible, student? I'll share this sheet,
Yes,
don't
sir,
worry.
yes.
Just concentrate
Visible.
and see that. Now you may be knowing the filtering option. Now what is the filter, students? Anyone? Did you discuss the filtering option or filters?
So filters allow us to get a specific value that we are searching for.
Okay. If I wanted to find out, do certain, yes, I think someone has raised. Okay, who has raised the hand? Someone who has raised the hand.
So I have raised.
Please go ahead.
So filter is something which by which we can arrange our work according to our choice. If because as we can take the, if we want to take a dates, if the dates are from December to January, and if we want to take from January to December, so we by the help of filter we can do that.
Exactly. Means from available data, if I wanted to extract data based on certain conditions, one condition, then I can extract that. Suppose same example, like we're having the result sheet, the student enrollment number, then their subject 1, subject 2 marks, and with results. Now I wanted to extract the students who have passed the examination. So now from the sheet, which already we have used, and by using if statement we have generated results also, pass and fail, right?
Yes, sir.
So if I wanted to extract the list of students who have passed or who have cleared the examination, only such students I can extract. Or the student who have scored more marks, that is 60 and above marks, only such list I wanted to display from available data set. That can be considered as a filter, right? So how we are going to apply the filter? Can anyone?
So Control Shift L.
Good. Control Shift L. Directly will be getting the that is a shortcut key. Very good. The another way you're going to be have it from the filter.
So we can select the desired portion, desired part, and after go to the filter option and select the result as per our.
Right. So we're having here. See here. Now this is the filter we have applied. So let me give this as a heading. So accordingly you can understand, right? This is a table, typical table we are having. The format you can see. Now see, I wanted to look for that. So these are the, this is the duplication. We're going to be removed. Now see. So I wanted to display the result of only the East region elements. From Eastern region, I wanted to see the results of a specific only with one value. That is what exactly is. So that can be done. Multiple filtering options I can apply. So in the month of August, I'll be getting these values. Or only I wanted to apply for a specific product. Now in the East region, for the banana atom, what exactly the sale for July, August, September that I want. Now the same way for atom banana, I want the figure of North. Or I want the figure of all the other regions also. So that I can do. Got it clear? And I want the banana and apricots figures that I can do. So this is multiple level of filtering is possible. Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
If I wanted to remove, just click, uncheck, it will be removed. Now, it can be applied from data tab and from filter also. The same thing you can do. Data tab and go to the filter, you can see the filter has been applied. But it's fine. We need to go with advanced filter. Now, what is this advanced filter? Sometimes what happens? Now, whatever the figures are there, based on that, I can apply the multiple criteria and see that whatever the conditions is been generated or whatever the conditions it is fulfilling, those figures I wanted to extract or show as an interested figures for analysis purpose. The same way, suppose I wanted to extract the figures based on a particular conditions which is not exist within the data set. Then what I can do? So there I need to be. Now one example is here. Just now I shown you that region wise, product wise, we can have the separate figures, separate things will go with. Am I right, students? Hope you're understanding.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now the same way, suppose I wanted to apply the North region who is achieved the sale more than or subtotal. Subtotal is that, what, please understand what is the subtotal. Subtotal is that July, August and September figure club up to form as a subtotal. Now for northern region only, I wanted to display the data elements or the subtotal whose values are more than 1000 for northern only. Because you know that the commission, what we have discussed, please understand the commission we have discussed. I need to give the commission. Whose sale is more than 10,000, I need to give you extra commission, right? 1400. Students, the previous data, are you understanding or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So here I'll apply those kinds of conditions, and for the purpose I need this advanced filter. Now how I'm going to be apply that? Please see carefully, students. If I click, this is a step-by-step executing command, interactive command. It has been called. Now see, I need to input the details. Now what it is asking me, please understand. Filter the list in a place where I want that to be. Now list range, which is the list range, whole range I gave as a list range. In which on which I wanted to be applied, that is a list range. Now what is the criteria range? Just now I defined. So for the purpose, now here I have defined the criteria. I told you that what I wanted to extract data from this given list whose cell is more than 10,000, or sorry, 1,000, and that to be from the North region. And now I have defined this condition here. Region is North and subtotal is greater than equal to 1,000. Are you getting, students, this condition?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now here, First of all, I need to give the list range. List range is whole range I need to be provided. And within the criteria range, I need to give this criteria range. Got it clear? Students, did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, if I want this data to copy at other location, I don't want this data set to be disturbed. I don't want here to disturb. I want to display here. I wanted to extract those figures separately. So I'll be taking those figures here. So I need to give the locations. Where do I want that? Now here I'll take that figures. Right? And if I don't check that, I'll take it on list only. Then within the list only those details will be displayed. Got it?
Yes.
Sometimes my record may be duplicate. If I don't want that like duplicate records, only one record should be displayed, unique records. So I can check this unique record, only unique records will be. Now the such data is not there or exist in our data set. That's why we are not going to check that, right? We'll extract all the figures. Now let me click OK and see what is happening. Are you getting, students? Now see, the data is extracted with subtotal more than 1,000 and more than 1,000 and above for northern region only. So what we'll do, we'll look for here the northern region, we'll apply the filter here and we'll see a figure for northern region. And from here now see, there are two, but out of that, now here, what is the problem? I need to manually make it as separate. This is the problem. Got it clear? But here, it will extract separately because if the records are 1,000, I need to be checked manually there. So no need to have that. Directly, I'll be getting details extracted here. Fine? Students.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes,
same way, another condition I'll demonstrate and then we'll stop. Now, I'll remove this. Another condition I wanted to apply, I wanted to find out the sale of banana greater than or equal to 300 in the month of September specifically. Now I'm see, within the September month, I wanted to see the sale of banana, how many times it has crossed 300 and above figures. Again, I'll go to the advanced filter. And now what I'll do, the filter list is there and the criteria range is this. I'll need to give that. Got it clear? We need to define the criteria range. Now please understand, students, one more thing. While giving a criteria range, I need to apply the range as per the headings. Now the region, subtotal. And within that, I have defined the north. Means region field should consist of north and subtotal field should be greater than or equal to 1,000. If this is not matching, it is not going to be sorted out. This, as in VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP also we have discussed that. Our lookup value and what we are searching, it should match up. Got it clear? With the actual data fields. Is it fine, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It seems to be very simple, but if you miss up that, then it would be a problem. So please understand now, on which field I wanted to apply a condition, within that field only I need to do that. Now see here, earlier we have given the condition in region north and subtotal is greater than or equal to 1,000. Now here I need to give it is in the field of atom. The banana I need to be found and in the month of September it is greater than or equal to 300. So now I'll go and apply that advanced filter. Then give the list is the same. Then criteria range is different. I need to be apply criteria on atom field with the banana product, banana fruit, and in the month of September, if the how many times it has crossed sale of 300 and above. Okay. Now I'll rather of collecting data separately, I'll do here only. Now see, I have not collected data separately. I have applied this list here only. Got it clear? So it is showing two figures. Those are 6 September 335 and 560, and these are the two banana from eastern and northern region. So this is about the advanced filter. Is it clear? Once you are done, then clear those filters. It will come to the original data set. Fine, students?
Yes, sir.
So hope you have understood.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So what are the things we are discussing in today's class? Anyone can communicate, and then we'll wind up the class. Students.
So we did concatenation, and you gave us assignments for that. Also, we were told how to use right and length function together. Then we went through date function and dated if, and how to add or subtract days, months, and years. Then network days were done, and just now we had advanced filters.
Right, right. So hope all of you understood this concept, these philosophies, and these exercises, and done also, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll stop here. Thank you very much. If anyone is having any problem, you can ask, otherwise leave the class. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, please share the last sheet, sir.
Okay, sure, I'll do that.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
in the last thing, that was the advanced filter, we can take 3 criterias and do this advanced filter.
Now see, the criteria which are applied, you can apply multiple criteria. That's what advanced filter is about.
Okay.
Which field do you want? Like suppose northern region I'm selecting for the apricot, and whose sale in the month of September crossing 300, but total should be more than 900. So such also, that is what multiple, in all fields we have applied that. Northern region, apricot, more than 300 in September, and subtotal should be more than 900, right?
Yes, sir.
So that we can do.
Okay, fine. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Students, welcome.